Ladies and gentlemen, American German Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. Biggest news, of course, is Joe Biden on a campaign call with a Latino group, voter group, yesterday. References on the joke that came out of the Madison Square Garden rally from an unknown comic that nobody knows and nobody laughed and nobody gives a damn, that the mainstream media went nuts over. Joe Biden says the only garbage I see are Trump supporters. He calls all Trump after deplorables and irredeemables by Hillary, fascists, now garbage. Garbage.
And just the other day, a speaker at his rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. Well, let me tell you something. I don't know the Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico where I'm in my home state of Delaware. They're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization of Tina is unconscionable, and it's un-American. It's
garbage, I think, is worse, right? But he doesn't know. You have to please forgive him. Please forgive him, for he not knoweth what he said.
And the hypocrisy that comes from these folks, like claiming that they want to be non-divisive. They're the most divisive people in the world. Racist, mean, and nasty folks. But it is a gift, a political gift to Donald Trump. Kamala's big speech fell flat. She didn't say anything new about policy, nothing. All she talked about was lies about ended the divisiveness. Do you believe that Trump's out there talking about policy and a positive ending and message, and while they have completely weaponized the Justice Department, think the voters are worried about Trump?
We know what Donald Trump has in mind. More chaos, more division, and policies that help those at the very top and hurt everyone else. I offer a different path.
I mean, it makes my head explode. Trump did an interview with Hannity, then he went to Pennsylvania, did an Allentown rally. He's going to I guarantee you the next week, he will outwork Waltz and Harris easy. Rogan's going to have Vance on today. You ready for this? Kamala Harris wanted Joe Rogan to come to them and only do an hour. J.D. Vance will be on there. Another gift. Over 35 million have watched and listened to the Trump interview. RFK Jr., the U.S. Supreme Court's leaving his name on the ballot in Wisconsin and Michigan. F white people. You know who said that? Kamala Harris's Black Lives Matter and Black organization leader.
All the trailer parks, all covered. All of the people up in West Virginia in the hills, they covered. They got them all the way there to Wall Street. He did that. And we sitting there talking about the white women, forget the white women. They gonna do what they white men tell them to do. And that's what they tell themselves. Yeah, and they be smiling in your face. Good. They want to stay in charge. They been saying. So I don't care nothing about them. I know we got to do what we got to do. That's my interpretation.
Really bringing everybody together. David LePate, the assaulter of Pelosi's husband, just got a life sentence from another burglary. Trump is confident. You can see it. His internal polling. Hell, they're saying right now New Hampshire, New Jersey, Virginia, Minnesota, I saw, is only 3 points out. Shadow Senator Buxo from Puerto Rico. I don't know how they elect these shadow senators, but she's endorsed President Trump, even after the big joke. Oklahoma school boss sent Kamala Harris an invoice for $474 million. That's what illegal aliens are costing the Oklahoma school district. Now think about all the other states as well. Kamala toured a factory, and it was a silicone factory. It was really sharp, and she asked if she could touch everything after already being told not to touch anything. There was a shooting in Atlanta at Four Seasons. Somebody leaned out the window and started shooting. It seems to be over with. Bezos has told the Washington Post to hire more conservative writers. He sees the writing on the wall. Air defense missiles. We're running out of them because all the air defense missiles we're giving Israel and Ukraine. That's scary, isn't it? Michelle Obama's a mean, nasty woman. Michelle, whatever her name is, just go away. Trump's going to be campaigning in 2 stops in Wisconsin today. And Kamala and Whitmer sat down for a beer and without knowing they were being videotaped said, we need men voters.
I've been bugging your whole team. I'm like, okay, you gotta do this, and this. But everyone's trying to set me like yeah.
Oh, we have microphones and I was listening to everything. I didn't realize that. Okay. So, well,
You'll
now you
bleep
tell
my
us.
F words.
We just told all the family secrets. Shit. Anyway, it's good to see you.
What has happened in the last week? And what's going to happen in the next week for her to move any male voters? Nothing. Her male gap is far greater than Trump's woman gap. Do not be a ruddish, ill-breeding band dog. Be an oracle. Coming up next, local news. Lots of local news to cover. Let's go. Cincinnati apparently is going to fork out about $2.5 million to help Cincinnati recruit the Sundance Film Festival. That'd be a big deal. Good luck to you, Kristen Schlottman. Fountain Square ice skating is apparently going to be back this weekend. Robert Ellison, pictured here, a former cop, was charged with, I think, 6 counts of gross sexual imposition. Imposition, they use the word. Legislators get together and they say, let's call it imposition. Chris Jackson, right here, caused a DUI death, 35 years. Mauritania, it's an African country in the northwest part of Africa. Apparently there's 3,000 of them living in Laughlin, and the Laughlin mayor's not happy. Paycor, to close up the stadium, put a roof on it, $1 billion. Should have done it in the first place. Bad vision. Bellevue is going to rename Taylor Street, Bellevue, Kentucky, Taylor Swift Street. Isn't that special, as Church Lady would say. Michael Adams, the corrupt Secretary of State, says there's going to be a record turnout in Kentucky. Pepsi is closing a distribution center. 135 people in Cincinnati are going to lose their jobs. Frisch's, scary stuff. They're behind rent on 65 locations. Uh-oh. And then we have another shooting last night in Kennedy Heights. 2 teens were shot. All right, coming up next is World News with Jamie Spindley, who sucks at chess.
Thank you, Eric. Let's see what's going on in the world today. The latest world headlines. Flash floods in Spain swept vehicles down streets and left several people missing. The intense rainfall transformed bustling roads in Malaga and Valencia into rivers of mud, wreaking havoc across the eastern and southern regions of the country. Shocking footage from the area reveals the extent of the damage. A major fire at a Royal Navy shipyard in northwest England, United Kingdom, led to the hospitalization of 2 people for smoke inhalation. Authorities assured residents that there was no nuclear danger, though the incident was severe enough to prompt police to advise locals to stay indoors and keep windows shut whilst the emergency teams tackled the blaze. In other news, a Chinese space crew, including the nation's first female space engineer, has successfully docked at China's space station following a 6-hour journey. Over the next 6 months, the team will conduct experiments and spacewalks, gathering valuable experience to support China's goal of a crewed moon landing in 2030. And rescue teams in Argentina are racing to reach survivors trapped beneath debris after the 10-story hotel collapsed early this morning. The incident has left 1 person confirmed dead, with up to 15 others feared to be inside. Witnesses describe the aftermath as a horror scene as rescuers work to reach those who may still be alive. You're up to date on the world news. Coming up next, Sports Without Boundaries. Bye-bye.
All right, here we go with sports. The Yankees got on track last night. When did they start doing this bullpen night and not throwing a starter out there? I swear to God, some of this over micromanagement bullshit, and guess what happened? The Dodgers lost. Scotty Freeman hit a home run in a 6th straight World Series game. So game 5 will be tonight in New York. But the Yankees won 11-4. And during the game, Yankee fans tried to rip the arm off of Mookie Betts, who caught a foul ball, trying to take it out of his glove. It was insane. He could have got hurt. Jamison Williams, there is a warrant out for his arrest, apparently on a concealed carry gun. That doesn't help Detroit any. And UK wiped up the floor at Rupp Arena against Minnesota State, the Division III national champions last year. UK continues to play wonderful. Coming up next, pop culture. Ladies and gentlemen, American jury, we got lots of pop culture. Channing Tatum and Zoe Kravitz broke up. I think just a couple of weeks ago he expressed his undying love. Somebody got busted cheating. Elon Musk bought a $35 million home in Austin, Texas on the lake to house his 11 kids and 2 of his 3 mothers. I like the way Musk rolls, man. Musk taking care of everybody. They're his tribe. Influencing. If you want to be an influencer, apparently you should make about $500,000. I want to be an influencer. Sturgill Simpson was placed in the Kentucky Music Hall of Fame, introduced by Danny McBride. A bunch of others were too. Redmond O'Neill has been institutionalized. This is Farrah Fawcett and Ryan O'Neill's son. How sad is that? You got those 2 for parents and your life's that messed up. Noah's Ark. They claim they know where Noah's Ark. This cracks me up, folks. They do this all the time. They said they found a map. It had a picture of some rocks and stuff. And some paleontologist looks at that and says, oh, that's proof of Noah's Ark. I'm looking at that and say, how in the hell is that proof of Noah's Ark? I mean, it's hysterical. They just make stuff up. Liam Payne apparently fainted, and that's why he fell. He didn't jump. He fainted. That's sad. Terry Garr, Mr. Mom, one of my favorite movies of all time with Michael Keaton and Terry Garr, passed away. May she rest in peace. She was too young. And this is sick. Diddy, you ready for this, Sabrina? Oh my, I'm going to get in trouble here. Diddy apparently had no woman could come to his parties unless they did a scale, and they weighed less than 140 pounds. Sabrina, do you weigh less than 140 pounds?
Not answering.
Not answering. Could you get accepted into a Diddy party?
If I didn't eat 2 days, I would.
We'll have to have fun at the office about that one, Jamie. Ask who could make it to the Diddy party. All right. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.